activity 1. What is actually activity 1? It is about observing the arrow, right? So here, first we have to take one empty glass, one white sheet of paper. On the white sheet of paper, just you have to draw an arrow which has 4 centimeters length. See here, I have taken one arrow, right? It is upward in direction. Like this, you have to draw on the paper. Take a paper and draw it. Then here, you will observe that it is through the glass. Just a minute, I will give you the effect of paper here. So just imagine this red color one is my paper sheet. Is it okay? So here on the paper, I have drawn an arrow having minimum 4 centimeters length. So better to use black color marker. So here on the paper, I have drawn one arrow. Then what I have to observe, this ray what I have taken, I have to observe through the glass, right? From where? Here. See, just I am focusing my view on the arrow from a distance. So like this, you have to put the paper and your view. Just set yourself at somewhere at a distance. Okay, now? Right. The next, put one glass in between you and arrow. How is it? Just a glass in the middle of the paper and your eye. Then through this, you have to observe, right? Here, simply what happens from that arrow, you are able to receive the light rays towards your eye. See here, from the top and bottom, I am showing the light rays, right? That enters through glass and comes out towards your eye. So what happened here? Just you have to notice. That means what I am asking here, simply that arrow you are observing, it is faced upward. Yes or no? Then you are able to estimate something height with your eyes, not measuring, just estimating the height of the object. Where is the object actually here? Who is object for us? This arrow is object. This is object for us. So this object height, you have to estimate something. Just keep it in your mind. Then realize yourself what you are observing here, right? So what is your observation? That means, are you able to view the image? Yes or no? That you have to decide first. So here, what is your observation? So what actually you are observing? Is it visible or not first? What do you say here? If I ask you, is it visible to you? Because here glass is what?
Transparent.
Transparent. So through that we can visible, right? Through any object is visible. And what about size?
Decrease.
So are you observed or guessing?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens when you observe that arrow through the empty glass? Here you will see that in this size. How it is? How it is?
Smaller.
Size of the object. Right. What you are viewing, is it original? No. What you are viewing? Image. Right? You viewed that image of the arrow through empty water glass. Then what happens if we fill that glass with the water? Our next one is, what happens if we fill that with the water, right? So same, this you have to notice. What are the images formed or not, right? Then where is the object? Just estimate the object height. Then when we add water into the glass, is it transparent or it change its nature?
Transparent.
It remains transparent only, right? So now we are moving to the another topic, that is here, when the glass is filled by water, are you able to see that arrow or not? So what we will do, just we will do the same thing, drawing the arrow same or using the same paper, 4 centimeters. No need not to draw. Am I clear? Then at the same place you have to fix your view. We are fixed. Then what to do? Take the glass which is filled with the water now. So glass with the water now. Look at that. Is it okay? Now viewing the object through glass of water. Again, I am showing you the light rays. See, from the top, from the bottom, right? So they will enter into that or not? Yes, they will enter through glass of water and comes out. So when they comes out, what happens? How you are viewing that object? Is it same as the object or any changes?
Larger.
Larger. Okay. What about that image position same as like object or any changes? So look at what happens. What happened here? What you see?
Bent.
Right. And which ray it is? Bottom ray or top ray?
Bottom ray.
Where it is received? At the top. It is received at the top. What about the top ray?
Bottom.
Reached at the bottom. So how you can view that image?
Inverted.
It is inverted. It is what? Inverted. See here. Now you are viewing that image as like this. Right? So in the previous case, that means when the glass is empty, what do you observe about image? It is smaller and erect, means stands as like the object. Image stands as like the object. Top is top, bottom is bottom. That is called erect. Same, standing position is same. Position means not a point or place, right? That facing. Okay, face same side. They are called erect. If they are facing oppositely, top is bottom, bottom is top, called inverted. So which type of image is observed when the glass is with water?
Inverted.
Inverted image. Yeah, very good. It is what? Inverted image. Okay, I got an inverted image. Then what about the size? How do you express that? The size of image is greater than the object. So what we can call here? Enlarged image or magnified image. Okay, so any word you can use. Clear? So simply, I will summarize this one. Actually, what happened when you see that through empty glass? See here, I will take 2 arrows, right? So when you see through the empty glass, what happened here? Looking small, then it's original. So now I will use that glass to fill with water. Okay, after filling, what happens? Anybody please give me your comment about this second image. What you are observing here?
Sir, in water, arrow is inverted.
No. Don't say inverted. It is reversed.
Okay.
Left and right, opposite. Lateral inversion. Inverted. Right? Inverted. Don't. Lateral inversion it is. Okay. lateral inversion. Then see here, back side of the glass. Any guess about the size of that arrows?
The size is greater than the actual object.
Very good. So here suppose it is rounded and circled. Can you compare these two? Who is smaller, who is larger? Behind one or encircled?
Encircled.
Encircled is smaller,
Smaller.
right? The original on the paper is larger. Okay, here, what about your comment about these two?
Large.
Okay, large. Who is through the glass or behind one?
Behind.
Through the glass, what you are viewing, it is large in size. Then what about its facing direction opposite to the arrow on the paper? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So simply see what happened. If you fill that glass with half of water, one you are looking in the same direction, but the other, which is visible to you through the water, reversed and enlarged. Right? So I will show you that practically. Look at the screen carefully. Observe what is happening actually here when you filled. Right? Observe how the arrow changes its direction while adding water in the glass. Right? So look at here. Is it clear? See.
Yes, sir.
See that arrow direction is reversed and size enlarged. Anything to ask here? Is it clear? Give me your response.
Sir, clear.
So just I will summarize that one. What actually happened when you add water? See overall what happened. Look at this image. Actually, they are on the paper. I am showing you here. Look at this one. How they are equal in size. Yes or no? They are equal in size and they face towards same direction. They face towards same direction. But when you observe through the glass, how you are looking them? Smaller, diminished. We can call it as diminished. Size decreased. Then here what happened while adding water into the glass? See, in this arrow reversed and the size improved. Can you explain the reason why it is happened like this? Is it possible to explain with the ray diagram? It is asked in your textbook. I am not asking the question. No?
So media is changed in the second case.
In the first case, does it change? If doesn't change, okay, I will accept you. If there is no change in the media in your first case, why you are viewing that size smaller? Media is not changed. What do you say now?
It is curved now.
So when you add water also it is curved only. Isn't it? So there is a change in the medium, but in that medium, think differently. How many mediums are involved? Only one, two, or more than?
Two.
What they are?
Air, water.
Air, water. Is there any other medium? Is there any other medium? No idea. What about that using to see? What you are using? Glass. Is it not a medium? Is that light not entering into the glass? What do you say now? Right? So air, water, and glass. 3 there. Okay. Right. So let us see actually why you are able to see that I smaller and enlarged in 2 different cases. Right? So it is given in your textbook, that complete explanation. Right. So now we'll move to the next one. What happened? Slowly entering into the class at the end time. For attendance purpose, you are coming. Okay. So here, let us see. Reason to see that diminished arrow through empty glass. Do you observe or not?
Yes,
Diminished
sir.
arrow. When we observe that arrow through empty glass, right? So let us take a glass. Only I will show you here top view. So when you look at that glass top view, what you can see? Only the circular surface. Yes or no? Right?
Yes, sir.
That I will show. So from the top view, how do you see the glass? Look at this. Is it? Like this we can see, right? So here, which is glass, identify, which is air, identify. So any confusion? What I have written here? From the top, you are observing the glass now, right?
Yes, yes.
From the top, here, where is the glass surface? This circular one, right? This circular one. This is what?
Circular one.
No,
Yes.
no, glass surface, right? Having some thickness or not? Okay. In the middle of the glass, suppose let me draw this as a glass now. Now you are able to feel. Nothing is filled in it. So what is there inside?
Air.
Air.
What is outside?
Air.
So now it is clear?
Yes.
Right. So let me clear which I don't need. So remaining I will keep it like that only. Just a second. So erased. That I will keep like that only, because to feel it is as a glass. Okay. Right. So now what happens? So what we need, glass is there in between you and that arrow. So where is arrow? So before going that, I am showing you what in that circle.
Center.
Very good. So recognition with the letter C. So it is I center. Right? Okay. Then see, I placed the object. What is the object here? Who is object?
Arrow.
Very good. Arrow. Then what we required? Your presence. From the another side, you are started viewing the
Arrow.
So what happens? The light rays reach to you. So in this process, what happening that we have to identify. So light starts from the top of the object. When it reaches to the glass surface, what happens? Any guess? Are you able to answer? Is it changing the medium or not? That I want. Where it is actually? In the air. Now it is entering into the glass.
Yes.
So there is change in the medium. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So it is entering into the other medium. What happens if the light ray changes its medium?
Speed difference.
Okay, speed decreases. And its direction
Then
changes, bends. In which direction it bends? In 9th class, we learned it. Light ray enters from rarer medium to the denser medium. It bends towards the normal.
normal.
For that, what we need? Normal. Who is normal here? Who is normal here? Don't know? That is what none of your radii. So I am constructing the radii. Look at that. Up to where? Point of instance. Extend it outside also to observe angle. To observe angle. Is it? Extended outside also, out of the boundary. Okay. Then measure the angle. Then inside that you have to somewhat decrease because it is bending towards the normal. So angle of refraction is smaller than angle of incidence. So let me draw that ray within that glass boundary. Look at that. Are you able to see? Is it visible?
Yes.
Arrow drawn. Then what happens at this point? Are you able to see my cursor? So at the arrow position, ray is now changing the medium or remains into the same medium. Again, through the glass, it is entering into air. So now it is changing medium again. Yes or no? Again, the medium is changing. Glass to the air. So what happens? Again, it bends. But what is the direction? Rarer to the denser towards the normal. Denser to the rarer, away from the normal. Right? So there you need again normal. So normal is drawn. Right? Just imagine the angle of incidence there. Then increase angle of refraction. Look at that arrow. Angle of refraction increased or not? Increased. So it is reached the another side surface of the glass, opposite side. Then again it is entering into the glass through the air. So rarer to denser. What happens? It bends again. So there you need normal. So drawing the normal. Then it bends towards the normal. Look at that arrow. Bends towards the normal. Then at the edge of that boundary, again it changing the medium. So there you need normal. So normal drawn. So here it is from the glass to the air. Again the medium is changed. Entering into the rarer medium. Bends away from normal. Then finally it is reaching your eye. Imagine that same explanation at the bottom. So from the bottom, ray started and reaches the glass surface, entering into the denser medium. So normal construction. Then what happens? Ray bends towards the normal. Again, you need normal. Then it is changing the medium, entering into the air. So it bends away from the normal. It reaches to the opposite surface of the glass. There it is changing the medium, entering into the denser. There you construct a normal. After that, ray bends, right? Then normal drawn to the center from the point of instance. Then finally it comes out into the rarer medium, increases, bends. So it is reached. See, the gap is increased between top and bottom ray. Look at there. I am showing you the top ray of the object and bottom ray of the object. Right? So here, another side, you will get the image smaller. Okay, let us move from here. What happens when you fill it with water? Yes. So here, reason to see inverted and magnified arrow through, sorry, empty glass written. It is through the
Water glass.
right? It is through the water glass. Okay, look at. So now it is imagine like a glass which is filled with the water. That's why I'm showing you colorful. So to feel it is as a glass, I am drawing like this. So it is also top view. Don't get confusion. Okay, na? So take the arrow which we used. So before going that, I am showing the surrounded medium, air. What is inside? You have water. Then that center denoted by the letter C, right? Then I got my object on the screen. Right? Then you have to fix yourself. View. Okay, myself fixed to observe the arrow through glass of water. Right? Next, draw the arrow from the top of the object. Right? Draw the arrow from the top of the object. Then what happens? So before going that, what happens? I will tell you one thing. Here in this case, just we are going to imagine what we are imagining that I am giving here. Imagine that refractive index of water is equal to refractive index of a glass. Actually, they are not same. Water has refractive index is 1.33 and glass has nearly 1.5. Are they same? Are they same?
No.
No, same. But it is
No.
our hypothesis, right? To make it this explanation easy, just it is we made. Okay, now just imagine is refractive index of water and glass is same, equal. So is there any change in the medium when the ray enters into the glass, as you observed in the previous case? So we are not showing this as specially glass, right? I'm showing you this as water only, because we assumed NW is equals to NG. Okay, na? So we are considering all together water and glass as a single medium. Okay, so don't get confusion. It is now used as a single medium. Okay, then what happens if the light ray enters into the water? See, normal is there. In which direction it bends? Towards
Normal.
because entered into the denser, rarer to the denser bends towards the normal, right? It reaches to the opposite surface. So there you need or required a normal. Okay, normal is drawn. Then observe the angle, incident angle. Then what happens? Medium is changing. Light ray changing its medium. Again, ray bends. In which direction it bends? To the rarer medium, it bends away. So I am drawing the ray away from the normal, right? Away from the normal. So see here, top ray received it, bottom, right? The next bottom ray, same thing happens as we discussed. So constructing the normal, then look at that, ray bends in the water, reaching the opposite surface, construct the normal again there, observe the angle, then observe what happens if enters into the rarer medium. It bends away from the normal. So here simply it is reaching you at the top. Okay, then see here, top ray and bottom ray reached oppositely. So your image is what?
Reverse.
Inward, and the size is enlarged. So top ray reached at the bottom and bottom ray received at the top. Right? So a small mistake is there in my text. Here empty glass is written. Here it is what? Through glass of water.